Stand, please, and face the flag. I pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Awesome. Good evening, everybody. I love the big crowds. I love when everybody gets here, so I really appreciate all the efforts. One of the first things that I want to talk about is during our working group here earlier this evening, we have worked out our plans to do our Easter celebration, our Easter egg hunt. It is going to be on March 30th. That's a Saturday. It's the Saturday before Easter Sunday. It's going to be in our park, and we're going to do Easter egg hunt and celebration for the kids. If you guys were involved with us last year, unfortunately we didn't have great weather. It was actually pouring raining, but we did it under our pavilion in the brewery, and it was a huge success. So hopefully we're going to have great weather, and hopefully it's going to be in the park when we do the Easter egg hunt. We'll have the Easter bunny there. We'll have other activities for the kids. We're going to look into having food trucks as well. Because the event starts at 11 o'clock. We'll do it from 11 to 1, and then we'll ask everybody to go to shop in our local businesses. The brewery will be open and all our other great businesses. So we're excited about that. And please come out. If you want to volunteer, just let us know. We're super excited for it. Okay. Next is... I think people are fully aware of this, but Don is leaving us as the town clerk, and so I'll talk about that in a second. But we would like to introduce Kristi Andersen. Kristi, if you could stand up and
Hi, I'm Kristi Andersen.
Tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
I moved to Talking Rock in September. I lived in Pickens County the past 6 years, and my husband and I retired young. And I got bored, and so this opportunity came up, and I'm really excited about it.
Thank you very much. We had a great interview process. Don helped me out setting that up. We had some great folks that were interviewed, and we selected a few to come in, and I wanted Don to finalize the interview process. And I think we have a great addition to the town with Kristi. She's got a lot of great ideas to keep moving it forward for all the success that Don has done for 2 years. And I can't say enough. Don came into this job not knowing anything, and she had never had this experience before, and we were already in the hole. Everybody's fully aware of our audits and then the file systems. The files disappeared some way, somehow. But she came in and rocked it, and she has totally revamped everything that we've done. We're up to date on all of our costs and files and our audits, and she just did a remarkable job. And we're not going to lose her. She's still going to be around, and she's going to help, but she has bigger, more responsibilities than this to worry about, and so we wish her nothing but the best. I also want to say something. I also want to say something about her husband, Mike. He's in the back. These two are great Americans, and they work so well in tandem. As much as she does, Mike did the same thing, you know. Mike, I thought he was an employee. I thought I was going to start paying him. But the amount of volunteer hours that he did, there was nothing that I wouldn't even ask him, and he would do it already. That's how dedicated he was to the success of us. And I'm truly grateful.
You're welcome.
You guys are amazing, and we're going to miss you. She made things, both of them made things so much easier for me, and it's like sort of scared when you let them go, and you're like, oh my God, now I'm on my own. So I can't thank them enough. And even though we're leaving them, they are not going. They're a family. they're the ones that set us straight here for the town, and from the bottom of my heart, the words can't, I just can't explain how grateful I am. Saying that is not showing how much grateful I am. So, cool?
Yeah.
All right.
Call me if you need me.
Thank you. But we do look forward, now, let's think of this. Now we look for Kristi and her husband. Is your husband going to volunteer as well?
Probably.
No pressure.
They're building a house right now, so they are both retired, and I appreciate it. Kristi has changed her life where she's volunteered a lot. She volunteers at the thrift store still. So she is the type of person, she's ran businesses in her professional career, and she loves to give and to serve, and she wants to continue to do that. So we're super excited for it. Okay, next is the approval of the January 2024 meeting minutes. Do I have a motion to accept the January 2024 meeting minutes?
I make a motion that we approve the January 2024 meeting minutes.
Do I have a second?
A second.
All in favor? That's unanimous. Thank you, sir. Next is the approval of the January, February 2024 financial reports. Did I lose my packet? Okay, if you look up here, this is for January. As everybody's fully aware of, we have our 5 accounts. As you can see, 368 for January in our operating budget, 36K in our schoolhouse fund. Splosh is 21.7, FEMA is 18, and American Rescue Plan 26. For February, operating budget increased to 375, no change to the schoolhouse at 36. Splosh is at 20,
Yeah, increased.
it increased to 23. FEMA was the same, yep, and American Rescue Plan was the same. Okay. I just want to see. Okay, do I have a motion to accept the January and February 2024 financials?
Make a motion to accept January and February 2024 financial reports.
Do I have a second?
A second.
All in favor? That's unanimous. Okay. All right, next is summary of maintenance. Jerry, any good news?
Well, I put in the windows in the building, got them completed, new roof. I had all this planned out and Tony told me to keep it under 30 seconds, so.
So 30 minutes.
Oh, he said,
Yeah, so Jerry spearheaded, if you've noticed in our building, we're starting to do really good improvements in the building. We replaced all the windows and then the ceiling. The Talking Rock Historical did a flyby this past week. You've probably seen it on social media, but what stands out is our brand new roof on this building, which we've needed it for years. We're still working some of the minor ankle biters, trying to get that fixed, but it looks good. And so if we can make sure that it doesn't leak, we'll be good to go.
I'm
So
impressed. I figured we'd have more leaks, but
yeah,
I think there's just one in the front and maybe one in the women's bathroom, but that's it.
okay, yeah. But yeah, starting to improve. And then Jerry, I don't know if you're here for the working group. We are going to look at getting all the stuff prepped for the park for mulch and all that, and then we'll have a working group. But
okay.
we want to start focusing on that before the spring, so we can get ready for our rentals and all the activities in the park itself. So.
It's cleaned up real nice, all right.
Yeah.
It looks good.
And don't forget, we have the food pantry over there, so if you'd like to volunteer and you have any extra cans of food that you want to put in there, that's really helped a lot. We've seen that hasn't been abused, and the people that are appreciative, there's cameras there, and the people will like whisper thank you as they walk by. It's pretty fascinating. So if you have a few things, just drop it by there and put it in there and help out people that need help. So we appreciate it. Okay, no old business, but we'll just go right into new business. We'd like to do an appointment right now with Jason Little. Jason is going to be taking over one of our opening posts at this time. Jason, if you can stand up, talk a little bit about yourself.
My name is Jason Little. I live right across the creek, up the hill, next to Linda. I saw the ad a couple months ago, signed up. James brought me on. Look forward to serving.
Awesome. Yeah, Jason lives up on the hill right beside Linda. He's been here for over 2 years. So his wife Ashley, is she here? And their kids?
She
Yep, Ashley. Want to say hello to everybody? Introduce your beautiful children.
Yes.
Say their names.
This is Madison and Jesse.
Madison and Jesse.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. I appreciate it. Okay. Do I have a motion to select Jason Little as an appointee for post 104?
Make a motion that we select Jason Little for appointee for
Post 104.
post 104. Thank you.
Do I have a second?
He knows I can do it.
Second.
All in favor? All right, unanimous. We'll turn it over to Seth. Seth will swear in Jason. Better raise your right hand.
Hang on, just family's coming up.
Okay.
I do solemnly swear and affirm that I will faithfully perform the duties of council member of this town, that I will support and defend the charter thereof, as well as the Constitution and laws of the state of Georgia and the United States of America. If you do so swear and affirm, please say I do.
I do.
Good. Congratulations.
Awesome.
You want to get a picture?
Smile. I got it.
Thanks.
Awesome. Jason, you come up here and sit in your seat. There you go.
Got it, boy. Go.
Awesome. Thank you, Seth. Okay, next on the new business is vote on the compensation ordinance. Yes, compensation ordinance. So what this was, this past November when I reviewed our town budget, I put into the proposed budget to have compensation for the council members and the mayor. That was voted on in December and it took effect 1 January 2024. Now we have to go in with our legal counsel and make recommendations for our charter to have that language So the vote is to add the changes to the ordinance. Okay, any questions? All right, Doug.
Are we, but you said we're not using what was written.
No, no. We're adding, so Jeff updated this ordinance, the wording of the ordinance, if you want to see it. And that will be an update to the charter.
Oh, we didn't have the amounts.
No,
It
Kristi-
did, but
Kristi
Kristi
just took it out.
out
I got you.
She's stepped
in
forward
4
over it.
minutes.
In 4 minutes.
Good job, Logan. I didn't see it just a second ago.
I tested her on that during the interview process, so she did good. Okay? All right, so do I have a motion to accept, or as you were, do I have a motion to make changes to our current charter for the verbiage for compensation of the council?
I'll make a motion that we change the charter for the new verbiage for the compensation for the council.
Do I have a second?
A second.
All in favor? Okay, awesome.
So you have to sign that, and one everyone else to sign it.
Yeah.
And Seth has to sign it.
Thanks, sir. That reads exactly like that. Yes. Okay, next on the agenda is vote on the new alcohol ordinance. Can we talk about that for a second?
What we did is add, we have a wine specialty shop now that, where she can, or anyone can pour and sell bottles without having the food requirement. And they get a specialty license for that.
So what I neglected to do was to review the current charter last spring when we voted on one of our business owners, and we approved a business license for that business, and then an alcohol license. But we didn't update it, the specifics in the ordinance. So we've asked our legal counsel to look at that and provide recommendations on those changes for the ordinance. So just like the compensation, we're going to vote on adding the alcohol ordinance to our charter at this time. Questions? Okay, do I have a motion to add the new verbiage for the alcohol ordinance to our charter?
I'll make a motion to add the new alcohol ordinance to our charter.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Okay.
So you sign this.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so the next on the agenda is now we're going to vote on the price for the new specialty license. So within that ordinance, there's a specific breakdown of each one of the prices for individuals when it relates to the different types of alcohol.
And serving and selling continue.
Yep. Let's see that. So we're voting on this, right?
Yes.
Yes. So if you look at our alcohol license fee schedule, this is the fees.
Which is online.
Which is online. We have broken down by specific things, by the drink, by the package, a prorated chart for initial license, things of that, but an alcohol catering license. But the one thing that we didn't have was the specialty license. So during the working group, we all, the council agreed for that price to be $800 a year. Okay? So do I have a motion to accept the specialty license at $800 a year?
I make a motion to accept the
Specialty license?
specialty license at $800 a year.
All right. Do I have a
Thank you.
second? All in favor? Okay. Good, sign it. All right, next is the vote on the land split and plat approval. The gentleman who was just speaking. Sir. So during the working group, Mr. Decker, you want to talk a little bit about your property, where it's located and what you want to do?
Sure, it's 13 acres off of Fisher Creek Road. Basically, it's splitting between me and my son, giving them a plot of land so they can build a house, and my grandson can run across the yard and say grandpa shenanigans, and we can have good fun. So we're going to be building 2 houses on the property. No manufactured home. We're looking at doing a possible modular construction, which is actually built better than on-site stick construction, or stick-built construction. So looking at different angles right now. Oh, and by the way, your 2 folks over here were phenomenal assistants and really great help. I really want to appreciate everything you've done for me. Thank you.
For the audience, if anybody would like to review this plot after the meeting, please just let us know. We'll have it posted out there. And thank you, Mr. Decker, for coming in and talking about that. So the whole plot is currently how many acres?
12.96, I believe, is the exact number.
12.96. And he has split it into track A1 at 5.75 acres. And track A2 to 7.2 acres. Which is really 12.95, but 12.96.
I got just a
There you go.
hundredth of an acre.
Okay, the council has a review of all that. You have seen that split. Any questions on that?
Are you gonna share a driveway?
We have a driveway that is already in place that we're gonna share. Once again, we have frontage as following guidelines that I was given. We do have frontage road access for both sides, but we will be sharing a driveway going up.
It didn't look like you could get a driveway where the
I'm sorry?
access was. Didn't look like you could get a driveway where the access was. That's why I was asking with the creek there. Is that where the creek goes through?
Probably go up and across it. It'd have to be bridged, but it would be accessible if it was necessary. But I plan on dying on the land, so something to look forward to, folks.
The property is, Fisher Creek Road is north of the property. It goes along the back side of that, I would say. East side is off of Wildcat Timber and the overlook at Fisher Lake. Yeah, right behind Valley View Farms. Okay, if there's no questions, do I have a motion to allow the parcel separation? Yeah, the land split, as you were, let me say it again. Do I have a motion to approve the land split with David Decker and Christian Decker for 7.2 acres and 5.75 acres?
I'll make a motion that we allow the land split for the 12.9 acres and 7.2 acres and 5.75 acres.
Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor? Okay, unanimous? Awesome. Okay, next is, we have to do some administrative stuff, so we have to remove Don Clark from, I'm sorry, Don Carver. Carver. We have to remove Don Carver and add Kristi Andersen to the bank account. Who's currently on the bank account right now?
You, me, and Linda.
Okay, Linda. So Linda and I don't change, okay?
Right.
So that's just administrative. So do I have a motion to remove Don and add Kristi to our 5 bank accounts?
I'll make a motion to remove Dawn and to add Kristi to our bank accounts.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Unanimous, okay. There's this. There you go, sir. next, we have one credit card that we use for administrative purposes, and Don is the signee for that. So we have to remove Don from that credit card and add Kristi. There's no date at this time that we're going to do this because Don is going to continue with the transition with Kristi, but eventually it'll have to be done. Do I have a motion to remove Don and add Kristi to our town credit card?
I'll make a motion to remove Don and to add Kristi to our credit card.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? It's unanimous. Okay. All right, awesome. That was short and sweet, and I appreciate it. We had voted on the first of in the fall about doing bi-monthly. We've decided because of Jason and Kristi, we are going to have the next meeting scheduled for Thursday for April 2024. We've got some things that we need to cover down. So we won't have a bi-monthly. It'll be, like I said, on the 4th of April. Our working group will be at 5:30 and our council meeting will be at 7 o'clock. Okay? Again, I wanted to state, don't forget, pass the word, put it on your social media. You'll see it here tomorrow. We're going to post it in the paper for the Easter celebration. So we're super excited for that. So please come out and we'll have a great time. Any other questions? Comments? Okay, do I have a motion to end tonight's council meeting?
I make a motion, we end tonight's council meeting.
Have a second?
I second.
All in favor? All right, thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good evening.